Hey guys, so I'm here to answer all of your questions, and I just want to say thank you to everyone who contributed. You'll be all credited at the end of this video. I'm just going to start it out a little bit by explaining who I am. For those who don't know, my name is Rochelle. I'm from New Zealand. I'm 29 years old, and this is what I look like. I enjoy horses and most animals. And I write fiction in my very limited spare time. I'm totally into crafts. I love to crochet. I love to make things. And I'm not really much of a social person. I don't really go out much. But when I do, it's generally to go shopping. So yeah, that's a bit about me. And I'm just going to start by getting into this Q&A. So let's go with the first question. So the first question is, what are your top 5 favourite kits? And the first one would be Xenia by organise. You guys know that I have that sculpt. It's Bailey in my collection. He is my absolute dream. I couldn't be happier with him. He is a kit that I got when I fell in love with him in resemblance to my dad, so definitely my favourite kit of all time. I also really like Lilith by Sabine Altenkirch. You guys know that I waited forever for her, and I'm very, very happy that my Maggie is going to be made from her. And Twin A by Bonnie Brown. I've recently gotten into really liking her sculpts. Twin A and B were my first of hers in I had seen in person, and I am totally in love with both of them, but Twin A is my favourite. I also really like Tommy by Sandy Faber. I just love that cheeky grin, and would really like to paint that baby one day. And the last one on the list is Elise by Cassie Brace. It is a baby that I have really, really wanted ever since I've seen it from release, and we didn't pre-order it, so we're really gutted, and I really hope we can get our hands on a copy of it sometime soon. How did you discover Reborns? Well, for initially I found them on a website called Trade Me. It's kind of like our eBay, our local eBay, and I thought they were a luxury item, so that's when I very first saw what a Reborn was. I didn't get a Reborn until a couple of years after that. How are you so amazing at reborning? I think this was a joke question from Jordan, so thank you, Jordan, you are so kind. How did you get your Reborns, and how much did they cost? So for my very first Reborn, I got him from Trade Me, and he cost around 240 New Zealand dollars. That is pretty cheap. And he was a very lovely baby. I still have him, but my sister has him now. And from there, I bought my reborning supplies from Trade Me as well initially, and then I have branched out to using many Australian reborning suppliers. I buy from artists, sculpt artists themselves. I buy from Bountiful Baby a lot. Just anywhere I can find the supplies I need for reborning now is where I purchase from, but initially I bought from Trade Me, and yeah, that's pretty much how that came about. The costs vary very much so between kits and stuff, but my first one cost me about 240 New Zealand dollars. Who is your favourite sculptor? I have a few. Bonnie Brown is at the moment my most favourite. I have really enjoyed watching her work over the last few months. And then obviously Olga Auer, I have a few of her babies in stock. Sabine Altenkirch is one of my favourites as well. I have 2 of her babies in my collection, and I'm looking at a third to at least make. Cassie Brace, her upcoming babies are quite exciting, and I'm really liking the way that she's sculpting at the moment. Sandy Faber has always made beautiful babies, and I've always loved all of them. I really need to get my hands on some more of them. And Nikki Johnston, who is sort of new to having babies out as kit form, she is one to look out for, and I really like her work at the moment as well. What is your favourite part of the reborning process? In painting, I really enjoy mottling, and I really enjoy skin layers that are consistent of a golden tone. There is one particular colour mix that I really like making, and it is with Genesis Yellow and Flesh Tone 5 or Flesh Tone 6. Makes a really nice caramel colour, and I just love watching that come together. And then in overall, I actually prefer to do the hair application. My favourite part of that is when I get to the swirl or the crown of the head. It gets really exciting from that point, because I can finally see just how good it's going to turn out. That is my favourite parts of reborning. I definitely would say that hair application is my favourite overall now. What is your favourite sculpt or kit? I've already answered this, but basically it's Bailey's kit, Xenia by Olga Auer. Why do you like Reborns? Well, I've always liked dolls, and I really like Reborns for the realism that you get from them, and the comfort that they bring you. I got into Reborns because of the loss of my father and the trauma that was going through my body at that time and mentally. And I had done a really good job of looking after my family, that after a while I kind of needed something extra for me, and I came across Sam, who was my first reborn, and for me, from then onwards, I've noticed that they not only help me, but they have helped so many other people. So I really like Reborns because of what they do, the feeling that they give other people, and I really love being a part of giving that to other people as well. What baby is your favourite? I hate to have favourites, but at the moment obviously it's Bailey. I do change from baby to baby. Second favourite probably is actually Georgia, who's not even painted yet, so let's see how that changes in the next few months. Have you ever visited the USA? If so, what places? If not, what places or cities would you like to see? I have never left New Zealand, and I don't see myself being able to anytime soon, but if I was to visit the USA, of course I would stop at Ohio and Toledo, which is where my two best friends live, and I would really like to go any places that they would take me. I know that they'll probably take me to Chicago to see a concert with them. That's one of their major goals, so that would be really cool. Otherwise, I'd really like to go to Florida and meet a client there, Stephanie. She's amazing. And I guess I'd like to go to California. Who doesn't normally go to California when they go to America? It's either California or New York, so I choose California. What is your dream kit, even if you can build it from other kit limbs? I don't really have a dream kit past Bailey and the other 4 on the list that I created above. That list will obviously change because there are amazing babies coming out all the time. So I actually don't have a new dream kit that I personally want in my collection right now. Who is your favourite YouTuber / Instagrammer? For YouTube, I absolutely adore My Little Tulip. I have followed Yvonne's account since she had her first YouTube account. I can't remember the name of it. I think it had Cupcake in it. I'm probably botching that up. But then she changed to her personal one, and then she also had this account at the same time, and I have really enjoyed her journey and really like her videos and her babies. They're really sweet. I also really like watching Mia's Dolls and Fun. I think that's what it's called. I'm sorry, Mia. I really enjoy your videos, and there are a couple others that are escaping my mind right now. I follow so many on Instagram as well, so I can't think of really anything to sort of label as my favourite on there, apart from Maggie, who is Margaret Lillian Snow, who is one of my dearest friends who I have made in the Reborn community because of Instagram and YouTube, so she's a favourite. and yeah, there's a few others that I follow quite a lot, but honestly I can't think of any to choose from because they all are so important to me. How many Reborns are in your personal collection and what kits are they? So I have 7 babies in my collection currently. 2 of them are unpainted, 2 of them are not quite finished yet, they both need hair, so I'll get stuck into who they are. Charlie is the Rowan sculpt by Jessica Schenk, and she is in 6 months size. Leo is the Tristan sculpt by Laura Lee Eagles. It is now discontinued and he is 19 inches, so newborn sized. Medley is the Megan sculpt by Pat Moulton, 16 inches and wears micro preemie. Bailey is the Xenia sculpt by Olga Au. I've said that a few times in this video, and he is around 20 inches and newborn sized. Arlo is the Silly sculpt by Sabine Altenkirch. Again, he is around 19 inches and newborn sized. Maggie is the Lillicel sculpt by Sabine Altenkirch, and the same size as her brother, 19 inches and newborn. And then Georgia is the Twin A sculpt by Bonnie Brown, 17 inches and wears small newborn / preemie. Who is your favourite artist? Do you have a baby made by that artist? All the babies in my collection are currently made by myself. I have not received a baby since becoming a Reborn artist myself from another artist. That is just personal preference right now. I hope to change that in the future. I really like Nikki Johnston's work, and Kate Charles, and Sylvia by Sylvia's Creation. I don't want to botch up her last name. And Sarah Doherty and Carla, is it Gentile? There's a few others, but yeah, they're all top artists that I really like. And in the community that I have met, I really like Lauren's work by Lauren's Reborn, and Christina, who is, I think it's Christina's Little Wonders. I think they're the names. And Still Reflections, who is Ada. What is your most embarrassing moment? I try not to put myself into positions where I have embarrassing moments, but I guess due to having a really bad knee injury that is ongoing, several times in university I completely fell over and had to be helped up by people around me, which was really embarrassing. My stuff was everywhere, so I guess that would probably be my most embarrassing moment. What is the best Christmas present you have ever gotten? So I have just recently done a video for a Christmas giveaway on my channel, and it has this question in it, so check that out. But the basic answer is, in 2011 I got to have Christmas with my dad, which was really awesome, and that was the last year we got to do that, so that's my favourite gift. What inspires your creativity when bringing a kit to life? Any artists who make you think outside the box when tackling new techniques? I try to look at photos of both kits and real babies before starting a new baby. If it is a custom order, I obviously have to incorporate ideas from that client, but I also like to look and see other versions of the kit and see how people have brought them to life and put my own twist on it. If it's a baby that I am doing for a sale reason or just for fun, I tend to just rely on what I want to see come to life in the baby and let the canvas do sort of the work. If I like what I'm seeing, I continue. If I don't, then I stop and have a think about it and maybe look at some other photos again. But I think definitely looking at other people's work is very encouraging, brings out quite a lot of creativity within me. And as for any artists who make me think outside the box, I wouldn't say it's so much an artist thing, but Kate Charles's tutorial recently that I brought, it's absolutely amazing. It's on ethnic babies skin toning. I followed her mottling technique and I really liked it so much that I put it onto some Caucasian babies and changed the colour schemes a little bit up, and I really like that. And there's other times where I've taken colour schemes that I've found that work for other people, and changed it up a little bit and done something slightly different with it, and I've really liked the outcome. So I guess that's kind of the only thing that I do that's outside of the box that other people have shown first. I guess that's the best way to put it. Do you have a specific size of kit you prefer, or one you would never like to have personally? Yeah, I don't really have much of a problem with any sizes from 16 inches to about 24, so that's where I like to stay when I'm working. If you could eat anything for the rest of your life, what would you choose? I guess chicken. It goes with everything, you can do so much with it. I can't really think of anything else that I would choose to eat with. I guess you get sick of it, but you can just do so much with chicken, and I eat it a lot, so yeah. Are there any places in the world that you would love to visit regardless of money? Of course. I would love to go to the Italian peninsula. I would love to go to Greece and England. They are three areas that I have studied a great deal of. I'm a historian, and ancient history especially is where I specialise. So definitely the Italian peninsula is where I would love to visit, because I spent about 3-4 years studying ancient Rome, so yeah, that would be really cool. Apart from my studying side of things, of course I'd like to visit my best friends, like I said earlier, and go to Japan and Korea, but mainly Europe way for me. What authors do you like? I actually don't read as much as I write, and I really should change that up. But my favourite book series is the Howl's Moving Castle series by Diana Wynne Jones. I grew up reading Meg Cabot and all of her series, like the Princess Diaries, and I especially like the Mediator series that she did. So they are really cool, and I love her work. Jane Austen, obviously, she is a huge inspiration to me. I really like to write periodic pieces, so I have a lot of her sort of style that goes into some of my work, and I really liked Melissa de la Cruz's Blue Bloods series. So yeah, that's just a little bit about me and my reading choices. Are there particular reasons behind the names you have chosen your babies? Of course. So Charlie, her real name is Charlotte, and it is a name that I used on the very first baby doll that was very important to me. Dawn is her middle name, and it belongs to a very good friend of mine. Leo's name is actually the stage name of a person that I like, and his expression kind of reminded me of this person, so I went with that. His middle name is my dad's middle name, very important to me. Medley, her name is Medley Joy. Medley is a tribute baby, and the name of the baby was Medley. Joy is my middle name. Bailey, his name is Bailey Jackson, and Bailey was my very first horse's name. Jackson is a name of someone special to me. Arlo J. Arlo doesn't have any relation to me, actually. I just really like the name. J is short for a couple of my friends' names, so I really like that. Maggie doesn't have a middle name, and her name is after two very good special friends of mine, one in the community that I've mentioned, Margaret, Lily and Snow, and the other one is from the writing community, and another part of that name actually belongs to a little girl, so I really like the name. And then Georgia is the only one that doesn't have any connection to anything yet, and yeah, that's the names. So if you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. I have put all the names of the people who have left me questions to answer in this picture right here. Thank you so much for taking the time to leave me comments and stuff. I really enjoyed doing this. I'm really sorry it was done in a slideshow sort of way. It's actually caused me a lot more work than if I just filmed it straight out, but I had a little bit of an issue with how I filmed it the first time round and decided to do it by pictures and all that, so giving myself a bit of a headache doing it, but thank you all so much for this, and I hope you learned a little bit about me. Feel free to ask any questions below. I'm happy to answer them and all that. I might do another one of these later on down the track, so yeah. And I hope that if you want to do this, you do, and let me know. I'll leave you a question. So thanks for watching, guys. Bye.